your time. It takes your energy. It takes your voice. It takes your action, your social action. You're getting involved. You're speaking up. You're defending. You're moving on behalf of people. It means you must see yourself more than a pew sitter. More than somebody. I ain't got nothing left. Well, I would worship today, but I had a hard week. Things were so tough, Rev. You could understand. I could, but what with God? The one who gave you health and strength, the one that woke you up this morning, the one that started you on, is he satisfied with what you give him? Can a man or a woman rob God? Oh, yes, we can. Nothing is left when you cheat God. So when you decided to cheat God, simply but you put yourself under a curse. When you put yourself under the curse, nobody put you there. You know, you was getting upset with nobody. God is the only one who can remove the curse. And he can remove the curse that when we start removing ourselves from financial bondage. You know, nobody told you to get the gold, the platinum, or the black credit card. Nobody told you. Nobody came to prayer meeting and said, Lord, if it is thy will, let it rain on the east side today. And then I will know I should go on and sign this credit card. They sent you one letter. You have been approved. And you ran into the bank, signed that piece of paper, and immediately start charging that extra money. Now that they inconvenience you, calling you 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times a week, you upset. But nobody put you under that bondage but you. Did the church say amen? Amen. No one tell you to borrow their money. No one told you that that was a good interest rate. You signed the dotted line. But God could even turn that around. Yeah. Now, although you didn't consult him, God has the power to shift that around. I'm going to leave you with these 2 points and then I'll be out of your way. That if you're going to turn this around, you must exercise, the E is you must exercise your faith. Well, I'll let you know that financial bondage is not the problem. It's only the symptom. The real problem is that you lack faith. And inevitably, you're saying that you do not trust God. That's what you're saying. That the crux of the matter is that you're telling God every time you don't tithe, every time you don't give an offering, I do not trust you, God. Tithing is actually trusting God. It's a practical and tangible way to move towards God's trust. Tithing is an act of faith. And the more you exercise your faith, the stronger it becomes. The more I trust God with my finances, the more I start to let some things go, the stronger my faith becomes. I want to test something today, if you would oblige me. Caleb and Dalen, would you come here, please? Dalen, would you come here, please? Walk, please, don't run. I have to say that to Dalen. I don't have to worry about Caleb. Would you come here, please? I don't have to worry about Caleb. He will walk, but Dalen will run. Come here, princess. I want you to stand right here, princess. Stand right on the edge. Don't get scared. Don't look at the people. Look at mommy. Yeah, look up behind her, please. Dalen, jump to that. Oh, yeah. You can go sit down. Caleb, jump to Daddy. Caleb, Daddy got you. Jump to Daddy. Thank you, Caleb. happens between that age and that age? You start thinking. She trusts her father. You don't trust me. I ain't too sure. You start thinking about body mass index, velocity, gravity. If I drop, what gonna hurt, what gonna break? Touch yourself and say, that's me. That you spend so much time in Christ, but you stop trusting Him. You start thinking it out. Oh, I know. When I get $6 again, if I do this, our faith level gets to a place that we start to distrust God. We say, yeah, I trust Him, I love Him, I prove Him. But every time we second guess, now here's where I shift. I'm not just talking about your money, because if you cannot trust God with your money, you cannot trust God with your youth. It doesn't work that way. You can't say, I'm a superwoman of faith. I can believe God for my ankle, and you can't believe God to give a tithe. You are lying to yourself, and you're not fooling God. Faith is faith is faith is faith. For all I will trust Him. For all I will take Him. For all I will thank Him. Not the things I can see Him do it. The things that faith is the substance of things and the evidence of things. And so you're not walking by faith if you could see your check next week Friday. Well, you church mighty quiet. I don't know what happened in here. Will you trust God enough to give it over to Him? Will you exercise your faith and believe that God will meet all of your needs? That God is able to do exceedingly abundantly more than you can ask or think? Here's what I want to ask you. I've been sitting with people who have been successful. Everybody has had a testing time. Someone say everybody. Everybody that I know that has been what the world calls successful has had a place where they could have gone either up or down. Give you a case in point. You know, I hear stories like this, and I don't know if you heard any stories. Somebody will say, well, you know, they was offering land in that area for $5,000. And I buy one piece, and it was a struggle. I give them something every month. I give them something every week. Now the property worth $50,000. Well, I went the other day to get it appraised. Guess what, Rev? It weighed $100,000 now, and you sacrifice to pay. Anybody know what I'm talking about? See, you see, sometimes now here's something else. You could start off, and this is a Bohemian thing, I don't know, but other parts of the world, you could start off with a yay by yay house. But every time you get a couple of dollars, you add on something. You change this. You know what I'm talking, I'm making sense? You do this. And then one day you just decide for the fun of it, praise God. And when you send the appraiser out there, that which used to be a low-cost home, now is a mansion. Anybody know what I'm talking about? I have one question. Did that happen in good times, or did it happen along the journey? The problem is we haven't taught this generation that the blessings of God happens when you trust Him. That somehow they've been waiting for someone to stop by with a big check with their name on it. But they don't know that if you save $5 this week, that's $5 you don't need next week. That as you save, it's not how much you make, it's how much you save. What you do with what God puts in your hand. God said, I can't go reward you if you've not been faithful over what I've already given you. And what I'm trying to get you to see, it's up to you. And so the why in this close today is that it's your choice. You've got to choose to be blessed. Now here's the challenge. We all want to be blessed. We all want to operate in the overflow. Blessings do not happen by chance. They happen because you follow the spiritual laws. We have to put ourselves in position to be blessed. So Joshua says to the nation, if it seems evil for you to serve God, choose for yourself this day whom you will serve. Whether it be the gods which were your fathers, serve them, that were on the other side of the river. The gods of the Amorites, serve them, in whose lands you dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. So I told you last week, one of the things people tell me all the time, that tithing is Old Testament stuff. That is Old Testament stuff. I live in the New Testament. I live in grace. I don't live in the Old Testament, so I will not tithe. I love those people because they're moving into the modern church. But here's what the modern church did. They said they sold everything. Someone say everything. And they held everything in common. They held nothing back from them. Most times when I said, they said, give me that tithing envelope. I'll take the tithe rather than give everything. But here's the principle. Yes, it is that God wants your all. He wants you to release to Him everything. That's why we bless houses. That's why we bless God. Because we're turning it back over to God, I hope. That we are saying that we're putting this back in your hand. And everything that I have is just on loan. It all belongs to you. And I'm closing. Dr. Ford, could you help me on the pulpit? No, Brother Pat's hand is injured, so he won't be able to help me. Dr. Ford will bring you up to date. That the challenge sometimes is that we don't want to let go because we ain't sure God got our back. Now, the challenge is, these are two men. And because they're two men, they could say, I tithe. You know, I feel like catching today. But the challenge is that God neither slumbers nor sleeps. You can trust God's hand. But the problem is we got more faith in man than we got in God. Thank you, gentlemen. But the challenge sometimes is that we would trust man with a paycheck and trust God who provides all that you need. I bid you good morning, New Destiny, but let me help you that we've got to get our mind right, that you would go to work before you come to church. Touch your neighbor, so we got to get our mind right, that we're more dedicated to the world than we are to the God that supplies the blessing for the world to give us, that God is in a position right now. He says, do you trust me? Touch your neighbor, say it's up to you. I don't know what you're holding back. I don't know what you're waiting for. If God didn't hold you last night, you wouldn't have gotten up this morning. If God didn't keep you, my Bible says, who God keeps is well kept. I wish I could get 6 people to show up and say, I'm a child of God, and look who He keeps. I'm a child of God, and He keeps blessing me. That every time I turn around, He keeps blessing me. I might not try what you try, but I'm blessed. I might not live where you live, but I'm blessed. I'm blessed in my going in. I'm blessed in my coming up. And excuse me if I give Him a blessed praise. I want to thank Him for keeping me. I want to thank Him for protecting me. I want to thank Him for making a way out of troubled water. Can I bid you good morning? Too many dangers, storms, and tests. I know